The Hitchhiker's Guide to Not Dying, probably. Intro music, upbeat, slightly quirky, like something from a bad 80s sitcom. Video opens with a shot of a car, maybe a slightly dented sedan, cruising down a very generic highway. The driver, let's call him Marvin, has a perpetually bewildered look on his face. He's talking directly to the camera, but occasionally glancing at the road with a terror-filled eye. Marvin, and my immediate thought, because I'm a beacon of human kindness and occasionally questionable judgment, was, hey, let's be cool. Let's pick this guy up. Because what could possibly go wrong with inviting a complete stranger into your metal death trap? Absolutely nothing. Marvin pulls over dramatically, tires squealing a little, even though he's clearly going slow. The hitchhiker, who we'll call Gary, approaches the car. Gary should look vaguely distinguished, maybe a bit world-weary, like he's seen things. Important note, Gary is wearing huge, dark, inscrutable, a bit manic, slightly out of breath, so picture this, folks. Just another Tuesday. Sun shining, birds are probably chirping somewhere, I dunno, I had the windows up. And I'm just cruising along, you know, minding my own business, probably humming something terrible, when bam. Out of nowhere, I see this guy. Just standing there. On the side of the road. With his thumb out. A hitchhiker. Cut to a quick, exaggerated close-up of a thumb sticking out, maybe with a tiny thought bubble above it that says adventure or free ride. Marvin, and my immediate thought, because I'm a beacon of human kindness and occasionally questionable judgment, was, hey, let's be cool. Let's pick this guy up. Because what could possibly go wrong with inviting a complete stranger into your metal death trap? Absolutely nothing. Marvin pulls over dramatically, tires squealing a little, even though he's clearly going slow. The hitchhiker, who we'll call Gary, approaches the car. Gary should look vaguely distinguished, maybe a bit world-weary, like he's seen things. Important note, Gary is wearing huge, dark, inscrutable sunglasses. Marvin, so, I pull over, right? And this guy opens the door, slides in, and I swear to all that is holy, he looks at me. And I look at him. And my brain just blue screens. Because I'm like, whoa, hold up a minute. Is that freaking Sean Connery? Like, the actual, original Bond, James Bond? But, you know, maybe a little more moisturized. Quick, comical flashback to a blurry image of Sean Connery, then a quick cut back to Gary, looking mildly annoyed. Gary, deep, slightly gravelly voice, but not a Connery impression, just a regular deep voice. I get that a lot. But I'm not him. Marvin, leaning in conspiratorially, stage whispering to the camera, see? See what I mean? He's denying it. That's exactly what Sean Connery would do. He'd be like, oh, no, I'm just a regular bloke, minding my own business, totally not a legendary Scottish actor with an impeccable accent. He's good. He's really good. Marvin turns back to Gary, narrowing his eyes suspiciously. Marvin, are you sure? Because you look exactly like him. Like your nose, your chin, the way you subtly emanate coolness. It's uncanny, my friend. Uncanny! Gary sighs, rubs his temples under the sunglasses. No, I promise you, I'm not Sean Connery. I'm just Gary. From Ohio. We have good corn. Not so much good accents.
Marvin, slightly deflated, but still holding on to hope. Well, that's too bad. Because, honestly, I could really use some scotch right now. Like, a whole bottle. Maybe two. It's been a day. Marvin gestures vaguely around the empty car interior, as if the day is contained within it. Gary, yeah, well, me too, but I don't think we should drink and drive. Especially with your enthusiastic driving style. Marvin snaps his fingers. Oh yeah. Good point. Thanks for the, responsible advice, Gary. See, this is why I pick up hitchhikers. They're like free, highly opinionated co-pilots. Hey, so, where are you headed, Mr. Not Connery? Gary, I'm actually headed to LA. I'm an actor, you know, trying to make it big in Hollywood. The usual song and dance. Marvin's eyes light up. He immediately swerves slightly, almost clipping a mailbox. A comedic honk sound effect plays. Marvin, oh, that's cool. Well, actually, I'm headed to LA too. What a coincidence. It's like fate, Gary. The universe brought us together, probably so you could tell me I look like a less successful version of Pierce Brosnan, which, fair enough. So if you want, you can. Come with me. We can be road trip buddies. We can sing karaoke to bad 80s power ballads. We can argue about the best way to fold socks. The possibilities are endless. Gary, a small, relieved sigh. Really? That would be great. Thanks so much. You're a lifesaver. My last ride dropped me off next to a tumbleweed and said, "Good luck, Chief." Not exactly inspiring. Marvin, no problem. Say, do you know any good jokes? Because this road trip is feeling a little joke deficient. And I have high standards for my road trip humor. Very high standards. Gary, a faint chuckle. Yeah, a ton. Why don't you tell me a joke first? Break the ice, set the comedic tone. No pressure. Marvin cracks his knuckles, a proud gleam in his eye. All right, here goes nothing. Prepare to have your funny bone tickled, Gary. What did the buffalo say to his son when he left the house? Be cool or what? Marvin waits expectantly, a huge grin plastered on his face. Gary is silent for a beat, then a slow, almost pained smile spreads across his face. Gary, forced laugh. That's pretty good, Marvin. Very bovine. Okay, my turn. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Marvin, leaning forward, anticipating. Oh, I know this one. Is it because they're really small? Because that's a trust issue right there. Gary shakes his head slowly. No. Because they make up everything. Marvin slaps his knee. Genuine laughter erupts. Oh, very true. Very true. Those sneaky atoms. Always making up stuff. Okay, here's another one. Why don't they play poker in the jungle? Gary, muttering to himself, please don't be what I think it's going to be. Gary shakes his head slowly. No. Because they make up everything. Marvin slaps his knee. Genuine laughter erupts. Oh, very true. Very true. Those sneaky atoms. Always making up stuff. Okay, Here's another one. Why don't they play poker in the jungle? Gary, muttering to himself, please don't be what I think it's going to be. Marvin, thinking hard, eyes wide, was he cold? Did he spill coffee on the first pair? Was he trying to smuggle snacks? Gary, in case he got a hole in one. Marvin, explodes with laughter, slapping the steering wheel, causing the car to briefly swerve again. A terrified honk from an unseen car. Oh man, these jokes are killing me. I'm dying over here. My sides are splitting like a poorly sewn seam. Alright, here's one more. What do you call a lazy kangaroo? Gary, already chuckling, knowing the answer, oh, no, you didn't. Marvin, a pouch potato. Marvin is practically wheezing with laughter. Gary is laughing too, genuinely this time. Gary, oh my god, I haven't heard that one in years. Man, I gotta tell ya, those are some knee slappers, Marvin. You got a real knack for, well, for knowing jokes. Marvin, I know, right? I got 'em all from that joke book I got for Christmas. Best gift ever. You read it, it's pretty funny. Highly recommend it. It's got diagrams. Another joke? I've memorized the entire Dairy Queen chapter. Marvin, suddenly looking pale, clutching his stomach, no, you know what? I'm starting to feel a little nauseous, Gary. Like, a very specific joke-induced nausea. Can we switch gears here? Maybe talk about something else? Like, the geopolitical landscape, or the mating habits of obscure Arctic birds. Anything but jokes right now. Please. My laughter muscles are cramping. Another joke? I've memorized the entire Dairy Queen chapter. Marvin, suddenly looking pale, clutching his stomach, no, you know what? I'm starting to feel a little nauseous, Gary. Like, a very specific joke-induced nausea. Can we switch gears here? Maybe talk about something else? Like, the geopolitical landscape, or the mating habits of obscure Arctic birds. Anything but jokes right now. Please. My laughter muscles are cramping. Gary nods slowly, then takes off his dark sunglasses. His eyes, or lack thereof, are not immediately visible. He looks directly at Marvin, though it's hard to tell. Gary, yeah, sure. How about we talk about your driving? Because I gotta say, Marvin, this is the most terrifying car ride of my life. And I once hitchhiked with a guy who thought squirrels were plotting against him. You're giving him a run for his money. Marvin tries to look innocent, whistling a little tune. Marvin, my driving? What about my driving? It's a work in progress. An artistic expression of controlled chaos. Gary, like, are you even licensed to drive? Have you ever driven before? Because I don't think you know how to control this vehicle, Marvin. You keep veering into the other lane. We almost hit that deer. A majestic, innocent deer, Marvin. You almost hit that family of 4 in the minivan. They had a "My family is cuter than your family" bumper sticker. It was a very close call. A dramatic, slow-motion shot of Marvin almost hitting a cardboard cutout of a deer and then a minivan with cartoon stick figures. Gary, I mean, what the hell were you doing? Were you texting? Were you checking your email? Were you looking for a good joke to tell me about a rogue badger and a unicycle? Because if you're gonna do that, at least pull over, get a notebook and pen and write down the punchlines. My life flashing before my eyes is not an ideal note-taking environment. Right now I'm sitting here like I'm in the Twilight Zone. You're driving like an unlicensed teenager who just stole his parents' car and thinks the gas pedal is an on-off switch. Marvin is squirming, looking increasingly uncomfortable. Gary, please, please tell me you have insurance, Marvin, because I don't want to die today. I got a lot of things I want to do first. I want to get famous, travel the world, meet some interesting people, have a couple of kids, maybe adopt a pet that doesn't constantly judge my life choices, learn some new skills. Like competitive cheese rolling, become a better person who doesn't scream at inanimate objects. There's a lot of stuff I want to do, Marvin. Marvin is now slumped, shoulders defeated. Gary, and the only way I'm gonna do that is if you crash this car and I live. Because if I live, then maybe I could sue you and the insurance company and finally get that sweet Lamborghini I've always wanted. It's been my dream since I was 6, Marvin. It's yellow. But if I die, I'm never gonna get it. So please, if you could just focus on the road, that would be great. My life depends on your ability to not steer into a ditch. Gary pauses, then leans in closer, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. Gary, also, Marvin, I hate to break it to you, but you don't look like Sean Connery. At all. You look like you're about to keel over from a heart attack, probably brought on by your own driving. If anything, you look like you need a scotch more than he does. Seriously, your face is currently the color of a moderately ripened avocado. Marvin's eyes widen even further, a bead of sweat rolls down his temple. Gary, also, it's weird how silent it's been in here since I started talking. Like, usually when someone gets in my car, which is rare, because I don't have a car, they're like, hey, where are we going? Cool shirt, man. Love the hair. Ooh, what kind of car is this? Is this a hybrid? Do you get good gas mileage? Can I adjust the seat? Is this heated leather? But you haven't said a word since you got in here. Gary gestures wildly around the car. Gary, are you even listening to me, Marvin? Do you have eyes? Like, actual, functional eyeballs with pupils and irises and everything? Because, and I apologize if this is insensitive, but your eyes seem to be a little off. Like, not in a bad way, just in a missing way. Marvin slowly, agonizingly slowly, removes his hand from the steering wheel and points a trembling finger at Gary's face. Gary, still very calm, just tilts his head, smiling slightly. Marvin, whispering, horrified, oh my God, you don't have eyes. This is so much worse than I thought. I don't know why I didn't see this before. You have no pupils. You're like a freaking zombie or something. Or a very well-dressed mannequin. Marvin starts hyperventilating, gripping the steering wheel so hard his knuckles are white. The car starts to drift even more erratically. Gary, calmly, a hint of amusement in his voice, wait, hold up. Are you wearing contact lenses, Marvin? Tell me you're wearing contact lenses. Don't tell me you're not. Come on. Dude, please tell me you're wearing contacts. You do realize your sunglasses are still on, right? Marvin slowly, sheepishly, reaches up and takes off his own sunglasses. His eyes are perfectly normal. He looks at Gary, who is now smiling broadly, still wearing his dark sunglasses. Marvin, stuttering, utterly bewildered, dude, why don't you take your sunglasses off? Come on, buddy. You're scaring me, man. You're really scaring me. Are you messing with me? This is a joke, right? A very elaborate, very disturbing joke? Gary slowly reaches up and dramatically, with a flourish, takes off his sunglasses. His eyes underneath are perfectly normal, sparkling with laughter. He gives Marvin a triumphant grin. Gary, bursting into laughter, genuinely amused, Oh my God, Marvin, you should have seen your face. Priceless. Utterly priceless. You were legitimately terrified. I almost drove us into that ditch just from laughing. Marvin stares at Gary, then slowly starts to smile, then he too bursts into relieved laughter. Marvin, you jerk. Oh my God, you totally got me. I was having a full-blown existential crisis back here. I was planning my posthumous Lamborghini purchase. Gary, wiping a tear from his eye, it was too good to resist, man. The whole Sean Connery thing, the bad jokes, your absolutely chaotic driving, it was a setup. And you fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Marvin, shaking his head, still laughing, oh man. I swear if there's another person in this car, I'm out of here. Like, if you suddenly tell me your actual name is Brad Pitt and he's hiding in the back seat, I'm just pulling over and walking to LA. Gary, still chuckling, no other people. Just us. And my impeccable acting skills. See? I told you I was an actor. I'm just trying to make it big in Hollywood, one terrified driver at a time. This is my audition reel. Marvin sighs, a huge weight lifted from him. I'm so sorry, man. I didn't realize. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I couldn't see your face. I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend the non-blind, who were just playing a trick on me. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Marvin is now profusely apologizing to Gary, who is still laughing heartily. Gary, patting Marvin on the shoulder, don't worry about it, buddy. All's fair in love and road trip pranks. Just focus on not killing us, okay? And maybe, fewer joke books. For now. Marvin, still slightly flustered, but with a grin, deal. So, about that Lamborghini, you got a good lawyer? Video fades out as Marvin and Gary continue to laugh, the car still slightly veering. End music comes in, maybe the same quirky upbeat tune, but with a slightly more triumphant feel.